Here's something that you may not know. It was at Salon today. Here's the lead. President Trump's legal team made numerous campaign contributions to Republican senators overseeing the impeachment trial. I bet you didn't know that, did you, Kathy? How's that for a kick right in your fucking Adam's apple, huh? How do you like that? Thud. How do you like that? Former independent counsels, that little peeping Tom shit, that little creepy Ken Starr and his successor, Robert Ray, two of them who just had to peek into Clinton's pants and Monica's pants. And I just, God damn, those two are creepy, especially Ken Starr. Jesus Christ. Ah! Those two, Ken Starr and Robert Ray, contributed thousands of dollars to Senate Majority Leader Mitch the Turtle McConnell before they joined the president's team, according to data from the Center for Responsive Politics. Starr, as you remember what he said on Monday? We are living in the age of impeachment. I'm just I like to smell girls' underpants. I did in elementary school and high school, and I still like it. I mean, I can't. We're living in the age of impeachment. And Starr accused Democrats of waging a domestic war. He gave $2,800 to the Turtle last July. And Robert Ray, who is following close enough behind Trump to occasionally bump his nose Starr, to occasionally bump his nose in Starr's crotch, or the other side of his crotch. He's the one who wanted to indict Clinton, wanted to indict him, right? Because he got a blowjob or 6 or 20 and lied about it. That's a reason to impeach him. Yes, goddammit. And remember how not Watergate, but how the whole Clinton horseshit thing started? It was investigation of a failed land deal, Whitewater, in Arkansas, that the Clintons never made a dime on, lost money. So let's not hear ever again how polarizing politics have become since this fucking piece of human waste, Trump, took office. Back in the 90s, they were gunning for Trump, or for Clinton. And Clinton, being a type of man who thinks with his dick just enough to get his dick caught in a vice and the rest of the country caught in it too, that dumb shit had his little sexual escapade with Monica, and then because he's a white Southern gentleman, he lied about it. Well, I can't announce to the public of what the young woman did. I mean, we don't do that down here. And besides, here in the South, eating ain't cheating. Those two, Ken Starr and Robert Ray. Ray now claims that Trump has been vindicated by the transcript, that piece of useless shit that might as well have been written on toilet paper, that it's not a transcript. It's a chunk of bullshit is what it is. He contributed $5,600 to Mitch McConnell last September. I wonder why. Neither one of these fuckers live in Kentucky. Those contributions came a few months before the Turtle bragged to that fucking slug Sean Hannity that he, McConnell, would be in, quote, total coordination with the White House counsel's office and the people representing the president and the will of the Senate. Because, you know, they give me money, just like the Russians did. The Russians brought this big old fucking aluminum plant over here to Kentucky. I don't give a fuck if they're communists or worshipers of the dead. I don't give a shit. And Sean Hannity is my boy, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, just kidding. I mean, I don't know if I'm kidding or not, but, you know. The turtle also said, everything I do during this, I'm coordinating with the White House counsel. That's Ken Starr and Robert Ray, you dirty fucker, you. There will be no difference between the president's position and our position as how to handle this. End quote. Unfucking believable. They don't even try to hide this shit anymore. They don't try to pretend like, well, we really are a democracy. We really do have representative government. So focus on that while we're down here just ripping the fuck out of everything that we've been telling you for 200 years we hold sacred. No, we don't. We don't give a shit. Just like the fucking Christians have been telling you all about their Jesus. They don't mean that shit. That's a smoke screen while they rob your ass absolutely raw. Well, we're just like the Christians. Matter of fact, I am a Christian. I'm from Kentucky. Dirty bastards. Ken Peeping Tom Starr also contributed $2,700 to Lindsey Graham. Trump's personal attorney, Jay Sekulow, who used to be a Jew until the Jews kicked him the fuck out of their religion. Get out of here, you slimy bastard. No, I know. That's really what happened. The American Rabbinical Council did that. They said, get the fuck out of here. They might not have used the F word, but they told him to take a powder. Go join the Christians. They'll have you. We don't want you, Jay. So he left. Jay Sekulow has contributed to multiple Republican senators, according to the Center for Responsive Politics, including Ted Cruz of Texas, John Thune of South Dakota, and the neo-Nazi Washington Times noted this, quote, no Republican has been more active in defense of Trump during the impeachment trial than Senator Cruz, end quote. And this piece of shit, John Thune, senator from South Dakota, also on the take. Every one of these fuckers is on the take. He said that the Democrats have presented an especially partisan case. And he rejected the call for new witnesses like, oh, let me think of one, John Bolton. Thune argued that the record is, quote, pretty complete. You dirty fucker, you bet it is. Not the way you mean it, though. It is pretty complete. And you cowardly piece of shit with your hand out to these fuckers handing out money. Now, if they want to contribute to these political campaigns, have at it, fuckers. But recuse yourself. How can you be a prosecutor? How can you sit on a jury when the people prosecuting the case have given you money? Oh, man. I don't believe, I cannot get my mind around this shit. Yes, Kathy?
Yeah, I saw a story earlier also. I want to say it was posted by Amy Vanderpool, but I'll have to check. And this is one where Trump campaign surrogates are going out into poor Ohio neighborhoods like around Cleveland and some of the more industrial areas, and holding African-American town halls where they are literally giving out envelopes of cash as like raffle prizes.
Now, where did you hear that?
Thousands and thousands of dollars.
Wait, stop. Where did you hear it?
I think it's Amy Vanderpool.
I don't know if I can deal with that one.
Yeah, I mean, let me see if I can find this story here real quick, because, I mean, it was one of those, like, I just was shocked myself.
Well, I definitely would need confirmation on that, because not that these dirty pigs wouldn't try it.
Oh, no, you know where I heard it? I'm sorry. I heard it from Rachel.
Rachel Maddow?
Yep.
She reported it?
Yep.
Well, then it has to be true. Oh, my goodness. Well, we'll get a follow-up on that. We'll talk about it maybe later this week. Now, Jay Sekulow, White House counsel Pat Cipollone, and Deputy White House counsel Patrick Philbin also, all of them gave thousands to Mitt Romney's 2012 presidential campaign. Okay. 2012? Okay. No problem with that. So why haven't they recused themselves? Can you imagine the screaming and pants shitting if Obama were on trial? And two of the defenders of Obama had contributed to, I don't know, any Democrat's election or reelection campaign. Can you imagine how the Republicans would handle that for about, 12 seconds before they started screaming and frothing at the mouth? Yeah, me too. Ironically, of course, Romney is one of the most vocal Republicans pressing for John Bolton to testify. We'll see how that comes out when the vote comes on Friday. That's when they're going to vote on this, whether or not to have additional witnesses. Trump himself, according to Salon, came under fire after he launched a fundraising committee effort to raise money for vulnerable Republican senators just ahead of the impeachment trial. Hey, money talks, impeachment walks, right? Trump raised money for several vulnerable Republicans who expressed support for him ahead of the trial, but snubbed others, Trump did, including Susan Collins, who has said she may be open to witnesses. Well, she's a woman too, and women, what the fuck is she doing in the Senate? These white male Christians, they don't want her in the Senate. Bitch, go home. Along with raising money for the senators who are supposed to be deciding his fate, Trump has also been accused of threatening Republicans with his vote against the president, your head will be on a pike. I don't give a fuck if that's true or not. That is perfect Trump. That's perfect Trump. Now, senators like Susan Collins vehemently denied that any such thing has ever been said, but Representative Mark Meadows, Republican of North Carolina, who's a member of Trump's defense team, confirmed to CBS News on Monday that any senator who votes against Trump, quote, may face political repercussions, bitch. Meadows said, quote, listen, I don't want to speak for my Senate colleagues, but there are always political repercussions for every vote you take. There is no vote that is higher profile than this. Yeah, you cowardly sons of bitches, you would let the republic go down to save your own white, male, Christian, fascist asses, wouldn't you? Of course you would. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcast. You have your choice. You can listen to the ranting with the audio podcast or listen and watch me lose control with a video podcast subscription. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.